Hello Aries, and welcome to your mid-month reading for May. So today we're going to look at general energies around the last 2 weeks in May for you. As always, I'm going to start off with the Rider-Waite cards. So we're looking for messages, please, for Aries. Messages for Aries, please. The last 2 weeks in May. Last 2 weeks in May, please. Messages for Aries. Last 2 weeks in May. Messages for Aries, please. Lovely. Okay, Aries. So first card, we've got the Queen of Cups, Nine of Swords, the Five of Pentacles, and the Ace of Wands. Okay, right. Okay, Aries, let's get an animal oracle card for you. Oops, they stick together. Make sure they're shuffled properly. Message, please, for Aries for the month of May, last 2 weeks in May for Aries, please. Okay. Sheep, act with fortitude and cooperation. Okay. Let's get a Tree of Life card for you. Message for Aries, please. For May. Last 2 weeks in May, messages for Aries, please. Last 2 weeks in May for Aries, please. Thank you. The Emperor. Lovely. I love the energy here. The energy that's moving for you. Lovely. Okay, let's get 2 animal cards for you, Aries. Messages for Aries, please. Sorry, my shuffling is terrible. I think I'm going to watch a YouTube video on how to shuffle because I need help. Okay, there we go. 5 of Autumn. That goes there. And last message. Okay, 5 of Spring. So you've got some 5s here, Aries. Some sort of there's some conflict, and I feel it must be related to this 5 of Pentacles, money, or feeling left out, or feeling some sort of lack as well. Because it's quite significant when you get 3 of the same number within a reading. I'm going to pay attention initially to the outer cards here and read them to you, Aries. Now we have the 5 of Autumn here for you. And the 5 of Autumn is saying, focusing upon the negative or worrying about money or your career can block your progress because your trust and faith are at a low point right now. It's not the best time to start your own business and become self-employed. Now, the 5 of Autumn is literally the 5 of Pentacles. So it's encouraging you to try, even though you may be living in some sort of lack at the moment. You may be either in a lack of support, lack of money. But whenever this card, to be honest, comes up, it is a temporary card. It's temporary hardship, temporary lack. So while you're going through this phase, please try not to focus upon the negative, because worrying about money or your career can really block your progress, what's coming for you as well. And you've got to have trust and faith that this situation here is temporary. And you've also got the 5 of Spring, that's butting heads with somebody. Occasionally you may experience clashes with others. If you decide the matter is worth your energy, then do what you can to minimize the conflict without sacrificing your goals or beliefs. So this is a card, like it says, really. You may be in a mindset that you are a bit, your emotions might be high and tempers might be high. So ask yourself, before you butt heads with somebody, before you go into a full-blown argument or disagreement with somebody, ask yourself if it's worth it, if it's worth your energy, or if the matter is worth your energy. And then try to minimize that conflict, because I don't think you should I think you should try and avoid conflict as well for the last 2 weeks with this card here and the way you're feeling. Anyway, sorry, tickly throat. So I'm feeling it's important to address these cards initially as well, because with a kind of feeling, and like I said, with the 5 of Pentacles here, it can be to do with hardship. It can be to do with isolation, but it's a real feeling of lack. Now, When I say feeling of lack, it is Pentacles, so it can be that a financial hardship, it can be that you're lacking in money some way, but it can be also lacking in something else, because it is a feeling left out card. As you can see that they're out in the cold. They're out in the cold there. So you may be going through a period of financial, emotional, or even spiritual difficulty. It can represent a feeling of being abandoned, or left out in the cold, like I said, materially or emotionally. But they're outside a church here, and they don't see they're outside a church, so they've just got help right by them. There is support and help there. So the card does suggest that there is help available if you want to reach out for it. Because I do understand when you get the Nine of Swords, this kind of feeling of lack, abandonment, or feeling left out is leading to this anxiety. I think you're overthinking as well. And this is what released the Five of Autumn, focusing on the negative, and worrying about your situation. And I think this is what the overthinking card is. This is a Gemini card, and Geminis are renowned for overthinking, being in their head as well, the mental suit. So you may be going through some sort of mental and emotional distress related to this, and it's probably very internalized. So it kind of maybe that, but that worry, fear, or regret may be just keeping you stuck in this kind of loop. And much of this kind of suffering is amplified by your mind, really. Whenever this card comes up, it's not necessarily rooted in reality. So you kind of got to ground yourself and remind yourself that maybe you're amplifying it just with your head. You also have somebody around you that's very compassionate. This can be a very compassionate person that can offer you support. The Queen is very nurturing, intuitive, emotionally wise person as well. And then whenever this card comes up, it could indicate that somebody's around you that could offer you that emotional support. It can also ask you to encourage you to connect with your own inner emotional world with gentleness and grace, and tap into that heart chakra to get yourself away from the swords, that mental suit, and tap into that inner knowing as well. Because there is a feeling that even though you're going through this period, there is healing that's going to happen through the next 2 weeks. There's healing and empathy, but also emotional balance that's coming into play. Because look how we're kind of ending the month as such with the Ace of Wands. So this is inspiration. This is new energy. This is that creative spark. So you're going to feel more motivated. This is a card of a new beginning, and you're leaving this energy behind. So this is a burst of new life entering into your field. This is seed of potential, a fresh start filled with purpose and passion, because it is a passionate card as well. You could have a creative idea or that inner calling, but whatever it is definitely a new beginning in the area that you've been stuck in, whether it be love, work, money, healing, etc. So I love that. I really like that you're coming into the energy, and you've got the Emperor here. I mean, the Emperor is, you're going to be feeling more in control. You're going to be feeling more of in your own authority. I'm so sorry. My cat just jumped on the cards. I'm so sorry. I would normally kind of restart, but then I'd have to shuffle again, and I just feel this reading's relevant for you. Sorry, I'm just going to shoo her off. So sorry. She never does that normally, so I think this is quite significant. And add a message. I'm so sorry for non-cat lovers out there as well. I'm really sorry. So Aries. So we go back to the Emperor, and the Emperor is a fantastic card, like I say, for security, stability. So I'm feeling that you're kind of moving towards this more secure, feeling more stable, feeling more in control, and feeling a sense of even leadership. And when I say leadership, it doesn't necessarily have to mean you are a leader, but it can be you're leading the way. You're taking control of your life. You're feeling more in control of your life as well. So I really like that, the energy of the Emperor, because I feel that you're going to feel more empowered, which you probably haven't been with the kind of Nine of Swords and also the Five of Pentacles here. Now, the sheep is saying about fortitude, act of fortitude and cooperation here. So it can be about cooperating with others, and this could be something to do with the clashing here. So it's important to collaborate with others or cooperate, because it kind of senses that you kind of achieve greatness if you do collaborate or cooperate. So it's very much about visualizing your goal. So I want you to encourage you to come away from the negative thinking, because like it says, you're blocking your progress because of this negative thinking. So I want you to visualize. I want you to kind of open your heart and visualize your goal being achieved. And your goal, whether it be love, happiness, joy, more money. And I feel that you've got to visualize it to make it happen. I feel that with kind of feeling of sacrificing yourself and personal ambition, I feel that there's a flame of hope here, especially with the Ace of Wands and the Emperor. Yeah, I feel that there is something that you're going to be the winner at the end of it. There's a sense of winning and achievement through fortitude, and this is where you're heading. These cards are where you're heading, Aries, for the last part of the month as well. You're coming away from this too, and coming away from this cards too, but you're entering this period of empowerment and creativity and this new beginning for you as well. So that's what I have for you today, Aries. Again, I apologise for my cat Sophie walking across your cards. I hope it didn't spoil your reading. If you did enjoy this reading, please don't forget to like, subscribe and share. I'd really appreciate it. And yeah, leave comments. Please be kind if it's about my cat. Thanks very much, Aries. See you again.